Hey guys, so today we're going to go over the, say it was King, I forget the name, Brandon, sorry. Anyway, this 5-way LED light panel. Now, I'm a lot more excited about this than I should be, and I wish I could give you a full display. So I actually got this for Halloween. I do a lot of crazy Halloween decorations, and honestly, this is one of those light kits that I'm going to use with fog machines, things like that. And obviously, you can use this in a basement party. It's very easy for party use. You can use it for pretty much anything you want. You know, if you just want a cool setup in your room. Here's one of the only downsides about this, and actually there are a bunch of reviews on this. He's loud, okay? And I was hoping that the reviews were just, yeah, you know. He is a little bit loud, and I do want to show you the noise. So, turn him on, okay? You hear him. Now, there is a low humming sound, okay? But with that humming sound, all that is that's the motors inside just moving, flipping around, doing their things. Honestly, it seems loud when you're standing right next to it, but if you have it up for a display, if you have it in a nightclub, if you have music playing, you'll never even notice this thing's on. Here's one of the things that I was worried about when I first got this also, was my fear was this thing looks huge. If you look, it's not that big. It's actually a lot smaller than even I anticipated. As you can see, it's on. You can kind of see some of the light patterns. So let's go to controls on the back. Okay, so as far as the lights, they do exactly what they're meant to do. I do like it's got two little handles here, and there are bolt holes in the top of the handle, so if you do want to permanently mount this, you can. It's got rubber feet on the bottom, so if you want to just mount this on the bottom, you can. Leave it sitting on a table somewhere, not a bad idea. And then obviously there's tighteners on the top here for this. So let's get around to the back, and let's talk about the functionality of the back. So you can do a DMX link if you want to. I personally don't have it, just me. It's not useless without the DMX. DMX just makes it easier. However, you've got your function settings here. They're all just tiny little push tabs. Pretty much the way this goes, you're going to get it set up initially. Once you have that initial setup, you're not really going to touch it unless you need that much custom lighting. For me, I just like having the lighting going different patterns. So I've worked on my switches. It kind of just scrolls through each one. And if you guys need to know which switches are what, I will unplug it so I'm not getting a cable. But this is the settings I have. And that it will scroll through the settings, it'll scroll through the different light options, different shapes, all the lights turn on, so it keeps it pretty simple. Next to that, you've got your microphone. You know, obviously there's sound sensitivity. If you did want to have it for sound sensitivity, you could. You've got your dial here for the sensitivity. You know, you've got your cooling fans, your basic power switch, and obviously your plug. The plug, the nice thing is, plug is your standard 3-prong. So if you do need a longer cable and you have extra computer cables, this is the same one that you can plug in your PC, monitors, majority of outlets. So it is nice. So if I want to wrap this outside, put it up. By the way, don't recommend outside unless you can have it covered and out of the elements. But if it does need to go somewhere, you can just grab a longer computer cable, toss it on there, and done. Aside from that, honestly, I can't wait to use this for Halloween. It's not really something I've used functionally day to day, but very well made too. Strong, it is metal, there's no plastic. Even these ends here, are made of metal, nice thick rubber feet. Handles are full metal, or I should say it's thin aluminum. But yeah, I mean, the build quality of this looks great. Okay, it's got a nice little brushed look to it, so it's not a solid black. As far as lasers, obviously keep them out of your eyes. This is a class 3, I want to say, yeah, class 3 or 4. So keep the light out of your eyes. It obviously will hurt you. Aside from that, if you're looking at getting one of these, get it. I'm really impressed by the size. I thought this was going to be at least double the size or width or thickness. If you look even from the top, it's very thin, very easy. And if you look at the side profile, very, very easy to mount, somewhat thin to put wherever you need to. So if you think about getting a light, honestly get this. I might end up picking up more of these just for the effects alone. So do yourself a favor. I want to say this was a couple $100 or something close to there. So actually I believe it was under 200. So for that kind of range, get this. You're not, you know, even if you're a DJ starting out, things like that, this is a great, great, great light for a starter kit. So go ahead, pick one up. You won't regret it. Honestly, there's nothing more to really say about it. You know, when I get more, I can review multiple ones at the same time. But pick this up if you're ever in the market.